welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday and today I am going to be doing a keto full day of eating slash vlog. You know the drill by now. This morning I'm just going to throw myself together a cup of iced coffee and get my stuff and head out the door to work. I've been busy this morning. I am exhausted this morning. Bo woke me up at 3:55 last night because his belly was hurting and I had to take him out and all that. And then once I came back in, I could not fall back asleep. So I'm dragging a little bit this morning, but hopefully the coffee I'm about to drink is going to give me some life. So it's time to get my coffee together, take my L-carnitine, and head out the door to start the work day. First things first, let's take our L-carnitine. I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but this should be back in stock on mansports.com at the very beginning of June. So very exciting because I'm out too. For my iced coffee today, I'm going to use my new fancy dancy reusable Starbucks iced coffee cup. I'm so pumped about this. Get to use it for the first time. So first off, I gotta get some ice. I've got my cup full of ice. I've got my old bean water right here that I brewed up yesterday. I don't like to waste it and it makes perfect iced coffee the next day. So just poured that up full of coffee. Next up, I have my heavy whipping cream. Going to do a good splash of that. Ooh, can we see it in this cup? Ooh, yes, check it out. Wow, that is a magnificent heavy cream swirl going on right now. Wow. All right, next up, I am going to do my liquid stevia. Like always, 10 to 12 drops, sweeten up the coffee just a little bit. Going to use the fancy Starbucks straw to stir it up. I popped on the lid and now my iced coffee is ready to go and I can feel fancy like I'm drinking Starbucks, but little do they know I made this at my house for like 20 cents rather than, you know, the $4 I spend when I get this exact same thing at Starbucks. Oh yeah. To be completely honest, I am a little bit hungry this morning, but hopefully my iced coffee will do the trick and hold me over until lunchtime. But I've got to head out the door and go to work, so I will check in with y'all when I get home for lunch. Hey Bo, are you ready to go to work this morning? Are you ready to go to work? Wow, such enthusiastic. Oh my gosh, look at those little whiskers in the sunlight. Look over there. Oh, look at those little sunlighted whiskers. Look at them. He's like, what are we looking at? I'm looking at you, bud. Hey guys, I am back home for lunch. I have been starving for hours, so I'm super pumped to make this chicken salad that I'm about to make. But I got a notification that I had mail, so I went and checked the mail real quick before I came into my apartment, and I got sent these delicious Fat Snacks cookies. This is the chocolate chip flavor. I've had these Fat Snacks cookies before in the past, and they are delicious. They come in this cute little package and inside it has 2 cookies. Low carb, sugar-free keto chocolate chip cookies. Count me in. This gal loves cookies and I like to have stuff like this as a delicious little treat from time to time. One of their new products I have not tried is this fat tea. It's like a matcha powder. And I believe you just mix it with some water and it's like a matcha tea. Matcha is like a superfood. It's very good for you. And this has MCT oil, helps with your ketone levels. This is something I need to try very soon. This is a pretty cool product. I'm excited to try it. And then my cousin Kim also sent me these beautiful Kendra Scott earrings. How beautiful are these? Those are gonna be so pretty. I love earrings. I love big earrings, but my ears lately have been giving me some issues, so I've been trying to like tone down the earrings that are like this long and shiny and blingy and like a pound. So yeah, that was my little meal time for today, but now I'm going to make my chicken salad that I have been looking forward to for hours. The chicken I'm using in this chicken salad recipe, I just bought a rotisserie chicken yesterday at Kroger. So I just ripped a bunch of meat off the chicken, and that is what I'm using in my chicken salad. So let's make it real quick. I've got myself a little bowl right here. I'm going to throw in the chicken I shredded up this morning. Up next, I am going to put in a hard-boiled egg. I'm going to dice it up in here. Just gonna throw it in there and then kind of mash it up with a fork. Next up, this is some diced red onion that I'm going to sprinkle in there. Now I'm going to add a scoop of dill pickle relish. Always remember, dill pickle relish, not sweet relish. Sweet relish is not keto friendly. I put a big ol' heaping scoop of this dill relish because it just tastes so good in chicken or tuna salad. Now I have some mayo. I'm going to grab a big ol' scoop of mayo and plop it in there as well. Up next, I'm going to use some of this pink sea salt and some pepper. Now, just going to stir it all together and see if I need to add anything else into it. And just like that, I threw together this super quick chicken salad full of mayo and egg and red onion and relish and chicken. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I've been looking forward to this all day. But real quickly before I eat, so yesterday at work, I came up with this idea that every hour we all needed to get up and do something to move. So today, every hour on the hour, we have been dropping down and doing 10 push-ups. So far, I've already done 40 for the day. And since it's 1 o'clock, I know everyone at work is about to drop down and do their 10 push-ups. So I'm about to do my 10 push-ups real quick before I eat. So I'll be at 50 push-ups for the day and I will feel accomplished. By the end of the day, I'll have done about 90 push-ups. So trying to, you know, get fit while we work. So it's a win-win. Let me do my push-ups real quick. All right, you're gonna get a bow in the picture, but time for 10 push-ups. Woo, those are getting harder as the day goes on, but time to eat.
Is that a happy bow this morning? That is a happy bow. You ready to go inside? Come on.
I ate my chicken salad and it was delicious. It was well worth the wait that I had to wait until I actually got to eat it today. I took Bo on a walk. He got in a nice little walk, but it is time for me to head to work. So after eating that chicken salad though, I really want something sweet and these are sitting on my counter. So I am going to take these to work with me and I'm probably going to eat one little cookie out of this package, kind of fulfill that sweet tooth if I get a little bit hungry this afternoon. So I will check in with y'all when work is over for the day. Hey guys, so I am home from work. It's actually about 6:30 now. I just woke up this guy from a nap, which is why he looks a little salty right now. But we are about to take Bo on a walk. But before we take Bo on a walk, I voluntold Cody that he is going to help me review these pepperoni jerkies that I got. So this is by a company called Super Snack Time. And there is 3 different flavors of pepperoni jerky. So I figured me and Cody could review them and give our opinions. I don't know. They smell interesting. They look like pepperonis that are all kind of mushed together. So I figured we'd give each one a taste and say our thoughts. A beautiful, beautiful, unhappy face because I woke him up from his nap.
I feel like a zombie.
So first up, we are going to try the original pizza in a bag.
She won't give me a whole piece. She may just split one.
So that has like a definite tomato saucy type taste to it. Like you taste a little bit of pepperoni, but the tomatoey base in it is really prominent. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Like it tastes like marinara sauce almost on a pepperoni. Up next, we are going to try the Supreme Jerky. Just ripping up a piece of the pepperoni in half. Just eat that. Don't eat it all.
I want a whole piece.
We still can't see you. The tomato saucy flavor isn't as strong on the Supreme ones. And it has a little bit of a different flavor to it, but I don't know what flavor I'm tasting. And last but certainly not least, this is the buffalo pizza style jerky.
The last one had a hint of bell pepper is what I think.
Yeah. You don't like buffalo, do you?
Give it to me.
Oh my gosh, you're so needy. You want a whole
See what
piece?
she's giving me?
Okay, we still can't see your face.
Do you see what she's giving me?
All right, we're gonna try the buffalo next. I'd have to say out of the three, this is my least favorite. Definitely has a buffalo sauce taste to it.
There's a lot of kick to it.
It's got some spice. But yeah, I'd have to say of these three, the Supreme is my winner. So yeah, if you see these, give them a try. They're pretty interesting. I mean, it's something new that I've never seen before, pepperoni jerky. And they have some very clever marketing. So, time to go take Bo on a walk. We are finally out on a walk. We're gonna walk about a mile. I've got Zombie trailing in the back. I don't think he's still very happy about me waking him up from his nap, but we need to get in some exercise, so we're gonna walk about a mile through the park. Should be a fun time.
What you see out there? What you see, Bo? What is it? Is it some water?
I am cooking a thing of bacon right now. I needed some bacon to cook with dinner tonight. So I had this pack in the fridge that needed to be cooked. So I am throwing this in a parchment paper lined pan at 400 degrees. The oven's still heating up. And I'll cook it for 10 to 20 minutes or until the bacon is crispy. This is just a simple, no mess way to cook bacon. I've showed it many times before, and I must say, it really is the best way to cook bacon, and you don't get popped with oil, so that's always a plus. Just pulled the bacon out of the oven. I cooked it a little over 20 minutes because I like crispy bacon. So I'm just gonna let it sit here and cool for a couple of minutes, and then I will transfer it to paper towels and let it drain. Hey guys, so I finished cooking the bacon, which means it is now time to cook dinner. So tonight we are going to test out a new kitchen gadget that I have never used before in my life. So I was sent this crazy little kitchen machine. So I'm gonna read it. This is the COSORI 6-quart premium 8-in-1 programmable multi-cooker. So this little thing right here has all kinds of things it can do. It's like a pressure cooker, it's a slow cooker, it's a rice cooker, it's a steamer, it's a warmer. It can do a lot of things. If you look up close at this little thing on the bottom, the little control panel, there's all types of settings. So the Instant Pot right now is like the crazy thing that everyone wants, And this is basically a cheaper alternative with just as good reviews. So if you're not looking to spend a huge amount of money on one of those other pressure cookers, this is an awesome one that will also take the place of your slow cooker, your rice cooker. So you only need one thing taking up space in your cabinet. So this company actually sent me this to talk about, and I've been staring at it for the longest time because for some reason, I don't know why. I think it's because I have a tendency to like blow stuff up, catch things on fire. I've been worried about using this pressure cooker, but I keep seeing recipe after recipe that uses a pressure cooker, and I figure if everyone else can do it, I can probably handle it. So I watched some YouTube videos, coached myself, and I think I am finally ready to give this a try because you can cook like all kinds of meat in here in just like a couple of minutes. And you know, that would be super awesome for dinner if, you know, I can learn how to use this. So tonight we are going to make the pressure cooker keto crack chicken. I found this recipe on Google. I just copied it and printed it. And it is what I am going to follow for this recipe tonight. So this is a 6-quart pressure cooker. So there's a huge amount of space in here. I could feed an army with the amount of space in here. But I'm gonna take y'all through the steps of how I make this dinner tonight. I'm probably gonna have Cody help me, make sure I'm doing it okay, because like I said, for some reason, I'm just nervous about cooking with a pressure cooker because you can like burn yourself and all kinds of stuff. But there's so many good reviews about this thing. I am excited to give it a try and, you know, become one of those crazy pressure cooker ladies who shares all these recipes and fun things. So let's get cooking. Also, I just realized that I forgot to tell you what this little COSORI 8-in-1 cooker retails for. This is $69.99. It is on Amazon. I'm gonna have the link below, the link to the Facebook group where people share all kinds of recipes. So that's kind of cool. I'm in that Facebook group and I keep seeing these delicious recipes that people are making. So once I master it tonight, maybe this pressure cooker will be a lot more prominent in my videos because it cooks quickly. And that's always good when you don't have a lot of time in the evenings. The ingredients you're going to need for this keto crack chicken, I am using my Butcher Box chicken breasts, and this is 3 pounds. The recipe calls for 2 pounds, but I am going to use all of this up. 1.5 blocks of cream cheese, 2 1-ounce packages of ranch dressing mix. And if you're doing strict keto, like I am not right at this moment, I believe this does have maltodextrin in it. So you can make your own ranch seasoning. You can Google a quick recipe, but I'm all in the game of quickness tonight, so I am just going to use these ranch packets. You're going to need some shredded cheddar cheese. You're going to need some bacon crumbles and either bone broth, chicken broth, or water because pressure cookers require that you have liquid in them. So first things first is you need liquid in your pressure cooker to use it. So I am using a little over a cup of water and I'm just pouring that into the bottom. However, you can feel free to use broth or bone broth, and that would probably actually give it more flavor, but I don't have that, so water it is. And now I'm taking the chicken out of this packaging and putting it into the pressure cooker. So up next, I just chopped up about 1.5 blocks of cream cheese into these little cubes, and I'm just going to drop that in here directly on top of the chicken. Next up, I have 2 1-ounce packets of ranch dry seasoning mix. I'm just going to sprinkle this over the top of everything in here. All right, so here's a little inside view of the pressure cooker. Now is the part where I actually have to figure out how in the heck to use this thing. So we have Cody here to help me figure this out. And there's also this handy dandy instruction manual that they lay out very well how in the heck to use this thing. So you have this instruction manual. They also include a cookbook full of recipes, which is awesome because it gives you a lot of ideas of what you can do with this thing. All right, so we're going to put the lid on, twist it. Made a dinging noise, so I think that's good. So this right here is the pressure release knob. So I believe, see, it's all flimsy like this, and I hope you just kind of push it down towards the lock position. So this is the water collection cup. We're having a hard time figuring it out, but once we figure it out, it's not that difficult. So I guess this collects any water that drips out of the pressure cooker. So you just slide it into these little notches right here. All right, so we're going to click the poultry button. I believe it's all the way at max pressure. And then you press on. Let's see how this works. It is currently thinking right now. I hope we've done this correctly, guys. We're like intently studying the directions. The first time is always the hardest with new little kitchen gadgets. But this one's gonna be cool if I can figure it out.
I will be hiding in the bedroom until this thing is finished pressurizing.
So we have this going right now. It is showing that it is pressurizing. That little circular thing means that this pressure cooker is pressurizing. And then it'll beep once, I believe, when it has reached optimum pressure. And the countdown will begin. I have this cooking for 15 minutes. I clicked the poultry setting and put 15 minutes on the clock. So we're gonna trust this little thing that it knows how long to cook my chicken. Also, in addition to the pressure cooker top that comes on this thing, there is a slow cooker lid. So for when you're doing non-pressurized things like rice cooking as well, you have this lid to use the machine for. Kind of cool how many little crazy things this comes with. While the keto cracked chicken is cooking, we are going to go over my Pinnertest intolerance results that I did a couple of videos ago where I had to prick my finger and send a blood sample off, and they tested over 200 different food items that you could have an intolerance to. So a couple days after I shipped off my little blood sample, I got an email where I got my Pinnertest food intolerance report. So for this food intolerance report, it says the test analyzed my blood sample for food-specific immunoglobulin reactions by microarray technology. And through that, they're able to figure out what specific foods your blood reacted to. For this report, I actually printed it in black ink instead of the red and green ink because I didn't want to run out of red and green ink printing this. So it is just black and it doesn't look as pretty as it should. So there is supposed to be a red column, which is this column, and then on the other side is the green column. And the green column is the good foods, the red columns are the foods you reacted to. And then in the red column, the foods you reacted to, it gives it a degree of reaction. So 1 is a low reaction, 2 is a moderate reaction, and 3 is a high reaction. The green column means no reaction. So this is my report. So first off, in the fish and seafood section, I had a moderate reaction to codfish and haddock. So that's a white fish. Thankfully, I don't eat a lot of white fish, but it said I had a moderate reaction to those two fish, which is very interesting to me. Up next in the legumes category, I had a high reaction to pinto beans, which is interesting. Up next, one that really surprised me. Oh look, my pressure cooker has pressurized now. It says that I had a moderate reaction to turkey, but not to chicken or any other poultry. So that is very interesting to me, a moderate reaction to turkey. I actually haven't eaten turkey since I've gotten this report, but I do want to try turkey here in the future and see if I can like feel myself feel weird or anything to see that I actually might have an intolerance to turkey. Very interesting. So in the seeds and nuts category, I had a moderate reaction to hazelnuts. So I guess that means Nutella is out for me, but you can't eat that on keto anyways. And that is it. So out of the 200 foods, I reacted to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different foods. So that is very interesting to me. I'm super intrigued by the whole turkey thing. I'm excited to like try it eventually and see if, I'm like, I don't really feel that great after eating turkey. So yeah, that was the results of my food intolerance test. I'm surprised nothing in the dairy and egg category showed up. I actually am very surprised. I guess that means it is likely I do not have a dairy intolerance. And so those are my results because I've had a couple of you asking what in the heck my results were. So now I'm going to do a quick release, which means you unplug it. And then I'm gonna come over here and grab a oven mitt. And you use your oven mitt. Woo! All right, that scared me more than I thought it would. But you let it unpressurize. Okay, that scared me. May have not done that completely correct, but yeah, that's called a quick release. But we are going to try and shred this chicken with a hand mixer. It may or may not be a disaster, but we're about to give it a go. This is what it looks like inside. The cream cheese is still a little bit thick. It didn't melt down smoothly, but let's see how this goes. Oh, that's just gonna make a mess. It's not worth it. All right, 10 out of 10, not working that well. Partially shredded up the chicken, but it helped emulsify the sauce or the cream cheese mixture. So now we're dumping in some bacon bits. And now Cody's going to add about 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, maybe a little more than that, a big old handful or 2. And then we're gonna stir that around, let it thicken up for a minute, and dinner will be good to go. Good thing because it's 9:30 at night. He's gonna stir it all together and it's gonna kind of melt together because that is so hot in there. And here is my little bowl of keto cracked chicken. Time to give it a taste and see how it turned out. So, verdict of the keto cracked chicken that I cooked here in this COSORI pressure cooker. It was absolutely delicious. I didn't expect the sauce to be as thick as it was, and it was so good. Cody enjoyed it. He went back for like thirds, and it was so good. Now that I've gotten over my fear of using this pressure cooker, it was a little tough to kind of figure it out because I've never used a pressure cooker before, but now it'll be easy as pie the next time I use this, and it'll probably be real soon because I think you can cook like a roast in these in like under an hour. Like, it's pretty cool. I'm excited to start using this more often now that I've conquered my fear. But on that note, it is 10 o'clock at night, and so this gal has got to get some rest. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video today. Please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see y'all again real soon with another video. Bye guys. Mwah. Also, one thing I forgot to mention because I know I'm going to get some questions. The eyelashes I have on in today's video, these are dodo lashes, and they are the style D115. I'll leave a link down below in the description box. They cost $5. I've probably worn these between 12 to 15 times, and they are still holding up. They are still beautiful. I love them. And I have a discount code. It is ksalom, so you can get your own beautiful pair of dodo lashes. So